I don't have much time. I'm not really going to sit here for long, but I wanted to give you guys a warning and kind of let you guys know about the most insane conversation I just had. Right, I just had this conversation with a neighbor, and so we're sitting there and we're just talking. And the thing is, here's the deal. So the neighbor, and I won't say their names because I don't. They didn't give me, they didn't sort of give me permission to mention their names, but I was talking to actually their mother. It was their mother who'd come to visit, and the mother was is staying there. And I said, oh, you're coming there? I said, yeah, I heard that his dad died. And speaking of her son-in-law, and she said, yeah, it's really sad. They're still having trouble adjusting. It's pretty terrible. And I said he died. I was like, well, how did he die? And she said, oh, Dominican Republic. I said what? And so I'm sitting there, I'm like, are you kidding me? I'm like, was this one of the stories reported in the media? And she said, no. She said it happened in February. She said, but the same way that he died is the way all the other people are dying in the Dominican Republic. And so, what this really said to me, this really hit me. I said, oh my God, are you kidding me? I said, first of all, I don't think they're ever going to tell the truth about this because there's too much money involved. Tourism is worth a lot of money to smaller countries like the DR, and so I was already skeptical. But what this told me, I mean, the fact that this is my neighbor, my freaking next door neighbor, man. Like it's his father, right? Because I remember he had drove up in a car and it was like a nice Mustang, and I said, I love that car, man. That's a nice car. And he said, yeah, I got it from my dad, and my dad just died. And that's when he told me about it. I was like, oh man, I'm really sorry to hear that. But I had no idea. He told me this back maybe March, and here we are. What is this, June? And so I'm talking to his mother-in-law, and that's when she was like, yeah, his father died, and we're having trouble dealing with it, blah, et cetera, et cetera. And I was like, so that's when I asked, like, so how did he die? And he's like, she's like, oh, he died in the Dominican Republic. And I said, what really happened? Like, what? And then of course I'm in shock because I'm sitting there, I'm like, wait a minute, I've been talking about this a lot on my podcast. A lot of people I've had friends text me and say, should I go to the DR because I'm worried and what's going to happen and blah blah blah. And I don't want to be, I didn't want to discriminate. I mean, it's a black country, I don't want to mess up their tourism, but they got some fucked up shit going on. And so she told me what happened. She said that that there was nothing wrong. Basically she said that they went out to dinner and were walking on the beach, and he died on the beach. That he just dropped dead on the beach, like unexpectedly, totally. And okay, thank you. Okay, I'll be up in just give me a couple of minutes. It won't take long. But yeah, we're literally still in the family gathering, and she was with me. Weren't you freaked out by that?
I can't believe it. I knew he died, but they never told me what happened.
That fucked me up. I was like, what did you say? And what that tells me is that there's a lot of death that's happening there that is not being reported in the media, that's being covered up. This was I'm not gonna cuss, but this is our fucking neighbor. Like this, it ain't like a friend of a friend of a friend. This is the dude where I knew his dad had died. I just didn't know how. Mm-hmm. And then they were like, oh, he just dropped dead in the Dominican Republic. So I'm not sitting here trying to say one thing or the other. I'm just, in terms of what you do, I think people should do what they want. But I said, when she told me that, I said, I gotta go tell people. I gotta go get online and tell people about this.
I appreciate that.
Because this is some real shit. They're not gonna warn you. And it's, my brother, I remember my brother went to the DR for a long time. He was there like 2-3 months. So a lot of people go to the DR. Like, I don't know what they got going on. They got a serial killer or some systematic thing happening, but I don't feel like the DR is safe. I wouldn't go to the DR. We were even joking about it, like, oh yeah, the tickets will be real cheap now because we were
let's go.
Yeah, we were literally like, well, shoot, fuck it, let's just go ahead and go. It's almost like visiting New York City after 9/11, But this does not sound like something that they've actually fixed. This doesn't sound like something that they've actually like really addressed. And she said that they got the body like right home. So now she talked about it as if it was like a courtesy, like it was a good thing. But I was kind of like wondering if there's a benefit to them just getting rid of the body, just getting the body out of the country.
There's nothing you can do with that.
Yeah, like that stuff is serious. Like that's for real. So let me see. Does anybody know? Like do me a favor. If you know somebody, I think we need to do our own reporting system Straight up. Like, we need our own Dominican Republican reporting system, because apparently the media ain't catching everything. Because I heard of 9 cases, and I covered all 9 cases right here on this podcast. That's why it freaked me out that here I spoke to them.
You talked about this on your podcast?
Yes, I did a video. I mean, the video was watched by 50,000 people or something. And I just went down the list of the 9 people and how they died. And I was telling people to be careful. I had no idea that my own damn next door neighbor, that their father was killed, that their father died in the DR. I believe he was killed. I don't think it was just some old accidental shit. And the lady said, no, there was nothing wrong with his lungs. His lungs were fine, but he died for the same thing that they were all saying on the media. And she said she saw it months later. She's like, yeah, we saw the stuff on the media. And I said, are you going to sue or anything, like follow it? She said, no. She said, we just were just in shock. So I bet you, if my own fucking neighbor next door, not 3 houses down, not around the corner, not a friend of, not a parent of a friend, like next door neighbor, like this, if my next door neighbor would do that, I'm willing to bet you that there's hundreds of other people, dozens, if not hundreds of people who've had the same damn thing happen, and maybe they didn't even think twice about it until all the reports started coming out. And all the people going over and just dropping dead, heart attacks, and somebody said bad alcohol. That's what I'm thinking too. I'd be curious to know.
It's like a virus or something.
It could be, or maybe just some chemical they put in it. I know that in a lot of countries they will do that. Like I remember in the Philippines, they had a lot of people dying from this whiskey they made, like the bootleg whiskey that everybody loved. It tastes real good, but they were putting like battery acid in it, and whatever it took to make somebody drunk. It didn't matter if it was literally eating your brain. Okay.
I wonder what the history of the Dominican Republic is, because it's on the same island as Haiti, right?
Yeah.
It's the same island.
Yeah, well, they don't really. I heard they don't really treat the Haitians so well.
No, they don't.
Yeah, which bothers me a lot.
It's a racist thing.
Yeah, I think that's some bullshit. But that's that colorism. It's all around the world. White people did that.
But it's huge in Haiti, in Dominican Republic. It's huge.
Yeah, I'm gonna. My gut instinct. Now, somebody says food poisoning. A lot of women going there for surgery. People are dying from boot. I'm gonna guess it's the liquor. Honestly, they are poisoning these people, then robbing them. Says Jeet. Okay, yeah, I think some of y'all watching might actually live there, or know people who live there, or have relatives that live there, or have a loved one where that's happened to. Please put something in the comments after the video is done. You can put in the comments where it'll be there and it'll stay there, and tell people your stories, because the media obviously is not getting everybody and everything. Because like, this is my damn neighbor. That just floored the shit out of me. I was like, I literally was like, after we got to talking, I was like, I'm gonna sneak away. I gotta go talk to my people about this and share this, because people are not safe on all that. I don't really think it's something you can just overlook. And I hate to see this happen to the tourism industry, but given the money is so big, I don't think they're ever gonna tell the truth. I think they're gonna be like, oh, nothing to see here, everything's fine. I mean, like you only have a 1% chance of dying, so it's like out of 100 people, 99 of them live. But to me, an all-inclusive package needs to include getting your black ass home safely or whatever. Like, if that ain't included in the package, then that's not a package I want. So that's it. I just share your comments, talk about it, in the chat. Let us know if you know any stories of anybody anywhere where this has happened to, and make sure that we get the word out so that people can be safe. I'm gonna tell y'all like this: I ain't going to the DR. I'm not telling y'all what to do, but I'm not going. I don't even know if I ever want to go. I mean,
have you ever been?
I have not. I've never been to the DR. I've been to Jamaica, and I went to Haiti.
You did go to Haiti?
Yes, I went to Haiti about 2007.
Haiti.
Yeah, Haiti, and a few other, but I've never been to the DR. Maybe I stopped there, on a flight. Maybe it was that? Did we go to the DR that time we were flying home from Jamaica?
No, it wasn't Dominican Republic. No, nowhere near
Virgin Islands or somewhere. It was a place where Otto Bolden is from. He's one of my favorite.
Trinidad,
Tobago. That's right.
Oh, we were stuck in Trinidad.
Oh yeah, they got a good hustle too.
Oh,
they would be like, oh, you must stay here overnight. Like, they would force the flight to be grounded overnight.
So you have to get staying overnight.
Yeah, that's a money grab. They're like, we're gonna keep your ass here so we can break them pockets.
Yeah, remember the buffet? It was like a half-ass buffet.
The bullshit.
Like $50
bullshit buffet was like $100 and something bill. I was pissed. And then the other crazy thing that happened in Trinidad is I'm staying in this hotel in the middle of nowhere, and And somehow a guy figures out which hotel I was in. He calls my hotel room, and I don't even know this dude. He called at 2:00 in the morning. I'm like, "Who are you?" He's like, "Well, Dr. Watkins, I heard that you're staying in a hotel." I'm like, "Yeah, motherfucker, don't be calling me at 2 in the morning." And like, I don't know you like that. I don't even know you at all.
You were really distressed over that.
It was weird. It was very weird. I think he felt kind of mad at me because I wasn't open, but I didn't like that. It rattled me.
Sleepy and tired.
Yeah. And then when the guy from Guyana like came to my doorstep, that was a little weird, but I liked him. He was cool. I was in a better mood.
I wonder how he's doing. I should send him a message.
He was a smart young man. I liked him a whole lot.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, yeah, send him a message. Tell him to reach out. Okay, so I'm about to go, guys.
Let's go eat and have some s'mores.
Yeah, we're gonna go. We having a family gathering. I literally snuck away to come tell y'all this, but I had to do this because I wanted y'all to just know what I just heard, because it really just kind of fucked me up a little bit. And so I'm be honest. So be careful. Share your story. Hit the thumbs up button. Please hit the thumbs up button. Please share this video so everybody can know what's really going on. The media is not reporting everything. I'm convinced of that. They certainly aren't reporting what happened to my next door neighbor and his father, which is very sad to me. Also, don't forget, if you want a free e-copy of my book, It Takes a Village to Raise the Bar, you can get it for free at drboycewatkins.net. That's drboycewatkins.net. So I'll see you guys soon. I'll see you in New Orleans next week, and Chicago next week and all that, or Chicago the month after that. So Dr. Boyce New Orleans, Dr. Boyce Chicago. So feel free to come on out. I'll see you guys soon. Take care. Be good. Peace.